Hi everybody, let's play Raid. So it's the night before the final 5 fragments for the Ogre Summon. It's going to be the Artifact Enhancement event. I have a lot that I want to get done. I probably won't even get it all done during that event. I have all the things I want to achieve up there. Just look at those 10 things that I'm totally looking at, or pretending to. Hopefully it's there. Yeah, it's still there. So I'm going to try to play classically this time. Planet Express. I love the name. I assume. Oh no! Oh no! Planet Express is from my favorite TV show. Any Futurama fans out there disappointed that I didn't get to play against Planet Express? He probably took one look at my account and went, "Bite my shiny metal ass!" Maybe not the best Bender impression, but you know. Forged Visions. Okay, Forged Visions. I'm going to start with Sun Wukong. Primarily because I think I just want to preemptively take him from the opponents. Sun Wukong is just too strong. It's like there's nothing that he can't do. I really want a strong Sun Wukong response. And that's why I like this new Uger guy's changes, even though I understand now they're not updating him until the new year. So it's going to be a while. And then there's that polymorph nerf. Oh, there is news actually, but I should concentrate on what I'm picking. So they're doing a go first thing. I want my cleanser just in case. Maybe I'll take Helikath now. But yeah, I mean, unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably been seeing the videos about the new content, the new tower that presumably is going to be placed next to the Doom Tower, so it'll now just be a tower section. So let's see. They're going with the speed stuff. I want to try to interrupt with this. There are a lot of bombs coming. That's going to be awkward. Um, and who else can interfere? This is a good question. I mean, Kymar can try to jump in and go quickly. I could always just bring somebody nice and cleansy. Maybe I want the Pythion. I could even try bringing the Resist Aura just to just to have a bit of staying power. Oh no, you know what I want? I want UDK just in the nick of time. I think I actually ran out of time and it picked UDK because he has the highest resist. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking I really want to make sure he doesn't get to cut me off. So I'm just going to get rid of her. They'll probably still be fast enough. This is going to be awkward. Maybe I'll get rid of Lord Shazar. Because Lord Shazar has that thing where he can just kind of come in and place the bombs in one turn if he crits, which he usually does. I could try to put some of my champions in reaction gear. I've been thinking about doing that. Like I've been thinking about an alternate version of Helikath or maybe UDK, where I use reaction gear to try to mitigate the first hits. It's kind of a different flavor to going second, because with reaction, you're then gimping champions like Lord Shazar or Georgid the Breaker, because now they can't just clap through your stone skin or slap bombs on your stone skin. So instead, they're just kind of getting weak hits. Astrolith still has that thing where she could just place her stuff. So I don't know. I may be about to get bombed out very fast. So the bombs go on UDK. So that's good to know. It looks like those bombs do get redirected. So is Mithrala going to have the opportunity to cut in? Okay, so here she is. So we cleanse. We block damage. I feel a bit better about this position now. So Astrolith can do the HP exchange thing. I don't know if she's already used it yet. I mean, she placed the bombs, so I guess she hasn't. Maybe she's waiting for the opportunity to destroy somebody. Anyway, anybody who's interested in discussing the new tower, what do you think of it based on just the initial tiny little glimpse that we're getting? Let's do that. I think we got it. The way it's described right now, I mean, it almost sounds like it's this kind of town where you have NPCs hanging out, but some of those NPCs are bosses that are just sort of chilling together, which is kind of a weird idea. So I'm wondering if the idea is that maybe you're supposed to be fighting two bosses simultaneously, which could get very interesting, like fighting the Scarab King alongside Bommel. That would just get really hairy very quickly. Let's just put this up. I'm not really sure what to... I don't think anybody gets through this. I think we just have to wait. There you go. Good game, Forged Visions. I'm also hoping for some rebalancing in terms of how we get all the cool stuff they've introduced, and I'm really hoping that this new mode isn't just another mode where you have to sink another hour a day into it. Because one of the considerations is how exciting is it as new content, but another consideration is how tedious is it as repeated content. Because it's like I've said in several of my past sessions, at this point, I want to start to scale back my playing until I'm really just mostly focusing on Live Arena. And whenever they introduce a new mode, I'm always kind of filled with dread. I'll go with these two again. Actually, you know what? You know what? You know what? No, I should go with her first. And when I see him, I'm almost thinking Fenax first, but you know what? I'm still going to go for UDK first. But anyway, I was dreading Live Arena, and now I love it. I really love it. They got it right. They really got it right. There's some things they didn't quite get right. I mean, obviously the matchup system doesn't always work. And the Quintus as the final prize is a bit lackluster. Although maybe the jury's still out on that. If I ever get Quintus, I might build him and I might just try using him, but I don't know. We hardly see him. I am going to try to cut ahead using him then. I'm going to assume he's going to get banned though. But this way I just have somebody that's instantly bannable. So I probably still have to look at banning Warlord. And the bombs could get very ugly. Anyway, we'll have to see how this new content that was described as even bigger than the Doom Tower. We'll see how it pans out. But unlike the other content creators that say they're excited, I'm not excited. I'm filled with dread. I think it could be a shit show. But I have to admit, sometimes I'm filled with dread, and it turns out I really like the new mode. Like, there are modes in this game I absolutely do not like. Like Tag Team Arena, that's just classic arena, but like lots more of it, and in a really unfair setting. And I just talked my way. Oh my God, Gavin, you and your ADHD brain. Okay, well, this could be bad. This could be real bad. But let's take the accuracy. I think I just whiffed this one. I might have had a chance if I hadn't taken my eye off the ball. I'm sorry, people. My excuse is it's late. I've just had steak and eggs. I'm probably going to be turning in soon, heading to bed. I just wanted to get this done so that I didn't do it at my usual time in the morning, so I can spend more of my morning with my girlfriend. But I guess we'll see. Guess we'll see how this goes. So let's start by trying to hex the group. We don't have any bombs on us yet, which seems crazy to me, but then again, I did make these guys very resistant. So when I rebuild Helicath, gotta make sure he's still... And res. I gotta make sure that res is still there. Because it does pay off when it works. Here, let's kill this guy. That'll activate this, but we're in stone skins, so we stay safe. Maybe I'll keep picking on this guy then. I think my new favorite 5-man band may in fact be these four and Phenax. So I want to try picking those more frequently, but I like to toss Hegemon in because he's almost always the one that gets banned. Because I can see how Hegemon would really screw stuff up for most teams. Schuft here probably was not expecting me to leave Warlord in. And honestly, I kind of wish that I hadn't. But it seems to be working out. So he's got more bombs. They just aren't landing. Good game, Schuft. So my bombers tend to have somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 to 450 accuracy. And I'd like to up that even more. But usually I find I like to pair them with somebody like Pinthroy to increase the accuracy. But if you are one of my regulars, you probably never see me pick Pinthroy. I almost always take him in Classic, but I often don't find the space for him in this mode. So I'm going to go with Sun Wukong. Maybe the second most bannable champion I tend to pick. So we're doing the double revive. Which I find Helicath does struggle with, but sometimes he wins, sometimes he doesn't. That's right. I went over my history. He does sometimes beat double revives. Although I won't pick him yet. I'm going to do this. These two. Because I know I want them. At this point, I think I probably just want Phenax. It's got Harima as well, eh? Okay, so I'll take Helicath. I'll take... Phenax. This could be a mistake, but I'm going to go with it. If he bans Helicath, I do have a little bit of staying power. So he's got a lot of revives here. So he's probably even going to go for Phenax. But I guess we'll see. I'm going to get rid of Harima. I think she's the biggest problem. Oh, and he's getting rid of Sun Wukong. Okay. So I'll take the defense aura. And I'll try to wear them down. So that Trunda is the high priority target. But Duchess is probably going to do her annoying thing where she just kind of has to go down first. Oh, there goes my stone skin already. Wow. So let's get this stuff up. And there he goes. What a shame. So I'll put up the block damage. He's thinking. I'd also like to just get better blessings, particularly for these three. I should check and make sure they're under the doubler in the souls section. Yeah, I'll just attack. Why not? Maybe it'd be better to put Mithrala on Life Harvest, for instance, because really, right now I've got UDK in Life Harvest. So that means he gets some turn meter boosts out of it. I'd rather him be in Polymorph. For as long as Polymorph is a pain in the butt for everybody, I want to at least be using that to my advantage, you know? Also, it gives defense bonuses, and that's handy for Ultimate Death Knight. Although so are HP bonuses. I want to make sure Helikath has as many defense bonuses as possible. Yeah, keep hitting her. I'm just noticing his name, Flaming D. That sounds very painful. Let's... Maybe I'll even aim for her. No, you know what? Well, I don't know. Yeah, let's aim for her. One thing that I'd forgotten about until I went over my masteries again. Helikath has the Shield Breaker mastery. So he actually does more damage as long as they're under a shield. Normally, when you hit champions under a shield, the extra damage disappears as soon as their shield does, but he doesn't make their shield disappear, so he's just always getting an extra 25% damage against them. And that stuff adds up. Oh no! So this is the real downside. I gotta find a way to keep my stuff up. So let's see. I gotta go for the AoE. I think this is really the only way I stay alive another turn. But I think we're basically cooked by the Flaming D. Maybe the D just stands for dragon. Let's say that's what the D stands for. He's the Flaming Dragon. I mean, it looks like a dragon. So we're beginning to wear them down. I think I'm going to need some RNG luck. No, no luck. I was hoping to get a little luck and get this back. I could probably just knock her down. Forcing her to have to use her revive. I mean, I'm not forcing it, but I'm strongly implying that she should do it. And he's probably dead. Yeah, so good game, Flaming D. My front line just did not have the staying power to get through that. And really, there was some really good support in there too. Really, I just had to handle the Trunda. So let's start with Sun Wukong. And he gets UDK. Fair enough. I'll take Mithrala and Ramantu. I think this is what I want. I would maybe like to go for bombs. Maybe I just want to go for a more traditional defense paradigm as well. Because I could go with, say, Pythion and Duchess. And maybe I could go for Rhodos. No, you know what? The UDK is sort of... Well, I mean, I could go for Rhodos and ban the UDK. And who else would I want? I mean, I could go for him to try for an early lockout. I'm comfortable with this idea. I'm going to do that. One thing I want to try more often also is bringing Lydia with Hegemon. But right now, my Hegemon he's not quite nuking hard enough. So I'm going to get rid of UDK. So I have some shot at getting Rhodos to start dropping these bozos, particularly Leorius. He's going to get very scary very quickly. So's half rack, but I don't know. So let's, this is the one with decreased attack, right? Okay. So I'll open with that. We got a lockout and a decreased attack. I'll take it. Now, it immediately gets cleansed off. I probably could have predicted that. Wow, this is not going well. Well, at least it was over quickly. A good game, DMR. Maybe that team needed a third support unit. So I'll go with Ultimate Death Knight and Mithrala. Damn. 2+2 nukers. That is very scary. So I want to take my Halakath. I want to try... Rotos again. I definitely want to bring Rotos. I'm not sure who my last person needs to be. So I probably need to ban Yumeko. And that means maybe I need to just bring out Hegemon. Make a more obvious bannable champion. We'll try it this way. Oh, and you're still banning the Rotos. Okay, cool. I'll take the defense. The fact that Hegemon didn't get banned suggests someone's in immunity, but they aren't, so that's interesting. But maybe they're really resistant. Alright, so let's get this up. Oh no. Well, this isn't good, looking good, folks. Alright, well, let's get the block damage up. Well, that's game. Yeah, Baron can just slap right through the block damage, of course. I pretty much forgot that. I just admit, I forgot Baron can do that. Could even add that to the notes. There you go. Baron, hard counters, Heli, block damage. Apparently I can't type. Baron is a champion I would absolutely love to get my hands on. What a great nuker. Just piercing through everything. So that's probably who I needed to ban. I probably needed to ban him rather than Yumeko. But Yumeko's so annoying. Just so annoying the way she shuts down your stuff. I mean, unless I could get enough resistance, but I really can't. So it's really imbalanced. And you know, they're coming in with all these nerfs for characters, but not Yumeko, not Taras, not Marichka. And we know why. We know why. It's unfair. We all know it's unfair, but we know why. But it's the nature of the game, right? So I will take Well, I'm probably going second, so I'm going to take these two. They're a good start. I'd also love to get my hands on Tormund the Cold, because he's also a good response to this. As long as you can get rid of the block debuffs, you can really discombobulate a team when RB puts out her buffs. So I'm going to take Helicath and maybe Rhodos. I mean, I might even want Fenax. You know who can really help? Is this guy. But I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. So let's take Fenax. And I might just try Hegemon again. All right. So let's get rid of Duchess. No. Let's get rid of Sun Wukong. He really messes up my team. He's probably going to get rid of Ultimate Death Knight, come to think of it, and I think Sun Wukong is still the right choice. So I'll open with Hegemon. Well, I'll open with Hegemon. I don't need to use a Zora. What am I saying? I want to use Helicath Zora. I still want the defense. It occurs to me, Rhodos also gets to cut in when I use Hegemon. So what I'd really like to do is manage to lock him out, or at least put him on decrease attack. But it occurs to me, when his turn comes up, well, let's just do it. What happens? So he cuts in, none of the debuffs landed. So you went for Vitality Plunder. I guess he's in it for the long game. He's thinking, I got to do 3 Vitality Plunders to start blocking. I don't even know why he did that. He totally should have done the other move. He'd have got a 3 turn out of it. I don't know. Maybe he figured there's no point in getting a free turn right now. So he put up the increased defense. I'm going to open with Fenax's AoE. I think. It's probably the most sensible thing. Didn't manage to kill anybody. It's too bad. I think he might also have seen ahead that once I get the block damage up, he can hit through it with his, what's the name of it? Fated Destruction? Yeah, it totally hits through it. So that's actually pretty painful. So now I can't block Revive anymore. But I could do regular damage with Helicath. This is what I'm talking about. I just want to crank up his damage to 11. If I can crank up his damage to 11, I can really take these bozos out. I'm gonna open with this. Oh, so close. Um, no, he's got his Fated Destruction. So that's it. It's a good game, whatever the hell your name is. I was close. At least I believe I was close. I mean, if I was doing more damage, I could totally have taken out that Duchess. That may not have won me the fight. I wonder what other blessing I could try Helikath in. Okay, Tin Man. What you gonna go with? Sun Wukong. Right on. Well, let's start with these two. So my thinking is, I want to set up a bomb team. If I get to keep Ramantu, he can shut down Sun Wukong's passive, and I can take him out in one go. Unless I lose Ramantu. Tin Man's really thinking hard about this one. Or he's making his own video and distracting himself. So we're looking at a speedish looking meta. Understandable. So now I'm seeing the Siphi. I'm almost thinking I want to switch gears into the Helikath thing after all. So I'm going to do that. And I might get rid of the Wukong. Maybe in my final slot, I will put Hegemon just as band bait. I could also just bring somebody that's good support. But then again, I don't have a second nuker. It's really just Helikath. That said, maybe I want to bring Phenax again. I wish Phenax just didn't constantly die the way he does. I need a better way to keep him alive. I mean, when he manages to stay alive, he's great. But, you know, that's a conditional. Okay, come on, Tin Man. I hope the whole fight isn't going to be like this. All right, so we've got... I think the plan then is to just place bombs and then spread them. Maybe that's the thought process. So I'll bring... Hegemon. I'm not really sure who I want to ban, but I think I'll just go with... Thinking I'll just go with Sun Wukong. But maybe I should get rid of Astrolith. The Sun Wukong, I mean, even looking at the aura, it has me thinking he's probably a nuker. But this Astrolith combo might actually work. Anyway, let's find out. I think this is the second time I'm seeing Ovelis. And last time, the only other time that I ever saw him, was also with Astrolith. Now, I'm not 100% certain what's in his kit, but I assume it's a spreader. And that just kills us. So, yeah, good game. I guess I should have seen that coming. Maybe I need to learn my kits better. So probably I should have got rid of Astrolith. Because that basically, that means Ovelis probably doesn't do much of anything. So that was a missed opportunity. Sun Wukong. Wow, that is a strong front line. I definitely want Helicath then. Although, you know what? Before I show Helicath, I want these two. Okay. So we'll take Helicath. And I'm thinking... Rhodos? Let's try Rhodos. So he's going for the double revive again. Oh. So be it. I'm going to eliminate... You know what? There's going to be so many buffs everywhere. It's going to get crazy. I'm still going to eliminate Harima. So let's go with the accuracy aura. So, cleanse. I think that's the direction I want to go with that. And I'm going to assume I can't outright kill her, so I'm going to strip some health. Sure. Let's attack. Okay, so let's steal all these buffs. Only choice I can actually take. So maybe I'm hoping for some good fortune here. Maybe I can pop out an extra turn. No such luck. So how hard is this gonna hit? Well, bam! Bet that was a surprise. Or maybe it wasn't. But yeah, Taras, you are done. So good game, whatever your name is. We got one fight left. And we got a whole hour to do it. Actually, no, we don't. That's not possible. Gavin, what are you saying? What are you talking about, Gavin? No, I have not been drinking. I mean, I've been drinking, but not alcohol. Anyway, Bushrood. I'm going to start with Sun Wukong. Oh no! I'm sorry to disappoint you folks. I'm sorry. I wanted to end with a fight, but Bushrood just left. That is too bad. So, yeah, this was kind of a weird day. I mean, it's 5-5, but I don't know if the first and last fight counts. And some of these defeats were close, but yeah, we'll just call it even. I'm fine with this plan. Um, yeah. Thanks for joining. Hey, you know what? You know what? I can end with a question. Because why not end with a question, right? We can look at some of the builds because I know some of you like to chime in and give your thoughts. So let's have a look at my Duchess. So this is really these are the two that I'm choosing between. There's Duchess, there's Helicath. They're the two that I have to choose between to get the two stone skin accessories. And at present, these are their stats. So this is what Helicath looks like now. And this is what Duchess looks like now. I really like Duchess in as much regen as possible. I'm happy with the way the stats landed on her. It's difficult to get gear that gives me the stats that I want, where I want them. So I could put two stone skin accessories on her. She'd lose a little bit of her regen, but it might not matter because you do get other stats out of stone skin sets. Or I could do Helicath and find a way to work him into fatal gear or savage gear, depending on which turns out to be better. So, thoughts. Thoughts are welcome. And of course, as always, thanks for joining and see you on the next video. Take care.